Hi there, Andrew Thompson, Precision Market Trading. I've been promising some of my followers on Twitter an update video on the indexes and how I see them and where I think they're going to go. As you've seen in all my tweets, my videos, which are on my Precision Market Trading YouTube site and my blog, I'm always looking for equality, whether it's highs and lows, days, trading days, degrees, ranges. I'm looking for the same numbers to repeat. When one number is done, as we have 929, for me it has to repeat somewhere, and that usually gives me a change in trend in the future. So here we have the big low in 2011. We had a low of 3829. Now, write that number down in your little black book, 3829. We went up 929 days to the big top in late 2015. Then we came down in the range from this low, 2011 low to 2016 low, with 932 points. So basically 3 points out. 921 trading days up, 932 points over. Time equals price, and then she moved away. Very good. Apart from keeping an eye on that number, keep an eye on this number too, 1441, 1442. Okay, you know I love the 10 times 144s. It'll become evident in a minute. So here is the big range down from the 07 top to the 09 low. Big dump. Great if you were short, terrible if you were long. It did a range of 3,821 points in not many days. And that's why we've gone sideways. Too much price, a lot of time to go sideways in. So we did 3821 points down. So I'm always looking for that to give me time. So over here on the 18th of this month, 18th of April 2018, I've got 3821 days. I'm thinking this is going to be a low when the market's going down. So unless it does a huge surge in 2 weeks, it's going to be a low. So at the moment I'm focusing on the low. Frankly, you wouldn't want it to be a top because of the price and time coming up in that date. If it's a top, it's going to get hammered back down. So I'm hoping, because everyone's naturally biased to be long, that it's going to be a low. So we had 3821 points down, 3821 days over to the 18th of April. Now these are just numbers in isolation. Obviously this is all set in stone. This was done. This over here is all theory, all forecasting. By the way, a lot of people are critical of the word forecasting. Well, forecasting to me is a plan. If you're not, anytime you're taking a trade or you're planning on doing a trade, it's a forecast. You're forecasting even in your mind on where the price is going to go. So for me, a forecast is a plan. That way, if it doesn't work out, I know I'm wrong, I can go the other way. But having said that, this is set in stone, this is not. So we try and look for something in the middle that can say, well, maybe we're on the right track. So we got the big top back here I'd mentioned in 2015. And from the main top, 07 top, it did it in 2,644 degrees. And over here on the 18th, I've got 2,645 traders. So it's good. They're once again at the same number. So it's starting to give me a little bit more confidence that this date is going to be something of note. Moving a bit closer again. So as we did in the first chart where we did our time and price up, trying to give us our time or price or range over. Once again, this is your desert man, my line in the sand, just like this one. I had this one on for quite a while, and it picked that low, and away she went. So this is my next one, which once again is on the 18th. So as I mentioned in the first chart, keep an eye on that 1441, 1442. This is the blue line from the major low over to that low too. There it is, 1444. You know, believe it or not, I don't care. I do know it works. So here and now, we have a range up, set in stone, did it 485 traders or 700 calendars, yeah? Now 485 traders, isn't that similar to the degrees we had in the big dump, the major low all the way back down here? 490, 485, 490, it's the same number, yep. Nothing new under the sun. The 700 is 3 times 233, as you've probably heard me mention many times, at least mainly on my Twitter account. So I'm looking at, I've done, that's the time. So what about that, one of these numbers being the price down? So this line here is 485 points down from the top. No, this is around the 5771 mark. this number has already been done on this dump on the derivative overnight market. So this target has already been met on the overnight market, but usually have huge gap down and it comes back up. So I've already connected with this number a month and a half ago, but the day market has to confirm. In extreme market, it come all the way down. This is just 700 points down here. You need a major panic going into low. It's going to happen. It's more likely going to be around this number. Just as a side, once again, we did this 1442 and 1002 traders. If you look over here, roughly this range here, from this low, it's 1008. The same. Just as the big dump low, 3821 into the 09 low, and we had that major low, 3829 a couple of years later, 6 or 7 points out. It means nothing to me. It moves this big, 2 or 3, 4 or 5 points, doesn't matter at all. Moving right along, right short term. Now once again, this is how you really hone your entries in. This is a short term. Then once again, there's my line in the sand, 18th of April. From the top, red, to that date, 18th of April, 67 traders. From the big dump low here, in the purple, it's 68 calendars, same number. Secondary top here, down here, 50 traders. Secondary top, 50 calendars. So a lot of big qualities coming out here. There's also good numbers from here and here and here. I could go on, but I don't want to crowd the chart up. It confuses people. It confuses me sometimes. It gets too messy. Now the futures. This is what cost me dearly all those years ago. But the futures, our SPY futures market, it's a very clean market. It does numbers beautifully. So I always keep an eye on it. Plus I trade the derivatives of it, you know. So because it's a different market, it's a different range. So the range down in the GFC to the GFC low was 3769 in range. Big red line across to the 18th of April, 3769 degrees. So looking good, looking good. Nothing's in isolation though. From this top here, 2 times 388, 777. Everyone knows how much I've gone on about that. That comes out a lot. So that is something to really look at. 2 times 388. This squaring out, this squaring out. But does this number shape up? So this is the long term. 3769, 3769. 3769 already done, 3769 coming out in a day, looking good from a different market perspective. 2 times 388, getting closer on the futures. Now this is a big secondary top we had in the futures back in late February, the 25th I believe, or the 22nd it's got here. And that time in days to that top, from the main top back in 07 was 3771 days. So that really got the market on the accelerating down. The futures hasn't really broken that low, but the cash markets have. So I got 3771 days to that top before we dumped, which is 3769. So I'm looking 18th of April. I'm on the high alert. There's a line in the sand. If the market's dumping into that day, buy your shares. When there's panic on the TV and panic in the paper, now's the time to buy. Goodbye.